crap. Well, it's Thursday, the 1st of January 2026. So, first of all, Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the first in my sort of documentary vlog series on making the new Psychic Maria pilot. So, basically, what this series entails is I've decided to make some big changes with my life and my artistic career this year, and one of those things is I am actually going to start making some real progress on the Psychic Maria pilot. And I thought what could be quite fun and to keep myself motivated from doing the project is making a little documentary series where I sort of record and vlog and document like each stage of production, from storyboards, animation, animatics, post-production, voice actors, music, all that stuff. And I thought it'd be quite fun to sort of show you how much work goes into making a project like this, especially because this is going to be a pretty big project for me. So that, and to give you guys some high quality content in for you to keep following up until the pilot comes out. So I thought I'd just do a quick introductory video. Still wearing my pajamas. Have a coffee and a cider, which is right there. I'm gonna point with my feet. But yeah. Anyways, So Maria was an animated short film I made back in 2021 for my final year project in my bachelor's course at university. It's about an autistic girl who masks at school to sort of cope with sensory overload and trying to blend in with the crowd to avoid being bullied or embarrassment, but she's also very creative and loves to draw art, and that's kind of how she copes with her terrible school life. The film was kind of inspired by my own experiences at school, as well as reading up autistic women's experiences at school, because I wanted to have a female protagonist to sort of highlight the specific issue with masking. Even though autistic men do mask, it's more common with women, and that's why women get later diagnosis than men due to the social masking, and I wanted to sort of highlight that as an issue. And apparently a lot of you seem to really like the film, as thanks to people sharing it on TikTok and Instagram, the film has kind of somewhat blown up on those platforms, as well as sort of led traffic onto my YouTube channel and my own social and my Instagram. And you know, honestly, it was unexpected, but I'm really appreciative of all the support and all the nice comments that everyone has given me for the film, so thank you very much. But it didn't take off until like 2023. That's when it started like getting more numbers online. It did get accepted into a few film festivals and award shows up until then, but that's when it really took off, and it's one of the things that's motivated me to make the Psychic Maria pilot, because I now feel like there's now an audience who will want to watch what I make. So yeah, that's why we're going ahead with this production. So Psychic Maria was actually a project that I started just before my master's at uni, where I wanted to take the Maria character and give her psychic powers, essentially. The main inspiration is mainly through Earthbound, because I always wanted to make a animated series that has a similar vibe and spirit to the Mother series, and also I had the idea of showcasing how an autistic person would handle superpowers, and I thought, what better superpower than the power where you use your mind to manipulate energy and to like levitate things, summon elemental powers, like that kind of thing. And that's I wanted to show how with how autistic people get sensory overload, how controlling psychic powers might be a struggle for them. But so in 2021 to 2022, during my master's course, I was working on the pilot as sort of the general project for the master's course. However, the considering it was a 1 year course, the project was quite ambitious. It was like 7 minutes long. So as a result, that's why the pilot never got finished. The original pilot was about Maria and newcomer, her older sister Sam, like trying to get Maria's City Pop vinyl record back from these cats that have stolen it, and they enter this cat nightclub down a sewer, and a big boss fight happens against this sort of photoshopped cat human hybrid. So it was quite a bizarre pilot, but as time went on, after I finished my masters, I still got I still passed the course even though the film wasn't finished. But like I just as time went on. So after my master's course, I just haven't really done much work on the pilot itself ever since. So after graduating my master's degree, I kind of just been focusing on basically just trying to find a job. Been doing some kitchen assistant work during that period, and then I had a couple of internships with two different companies, RPS Palettes, and I worked on some Tim and Bash comics during that period. I also started doing freelancing work after I moved into my very own flat for the first time. I did a project with Harrogate Neighbours. I did a storyboard animatic for Soundproof Box CIC. But other than that, the main reason why I've been struggling to work on the pilot was not just focusing on jobs, but kind of hoping that the work would eventually land me into an opportunity where I get to fully make the pilot. But finding animation jobs has been quite a struggle for me over the past 2 years, and I'm sure a lot of people have been struggling with it as well. The job searching in the animation industry is going through a really shit time at the moment. But I just thought, after living in a rut for like the past year, mentally, I just decided, and after some help with therapy, I've just kind of decided, fuck it. Let's just fucking make the pilot. No more waiting around for some kind of big opportunity where someone just gives me money for it. No more like just ruminating, waiting for some big moment. Let's just make it. Let's just make the pilot. However, another reason why is also because I wasn't really, even though I am proud of the original pilot, I wasn't really sure if I wanted it to be the style or direction for the series to go. I just think it worked as a standalone episode, but it didn't really work as a pilot. I wanted to like maybe write a pilot that sort of introduces Maria more clearly. I wanted to sort of flesh out the world a bit more, add more characters, give Maria a couple of friends, like establish the setting, what the main premise of the show is, which I didn't really do during my masters because I was under such a tight deadline that I just focused on basically making a short film with disguised as a pilot, essentially. So, the future of Psychic Maria will be, so I will be making the pilot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a storyboard and an animatic, and I'm going to sort of figure things out from there. But also I want to like try some new things. I want to like learn how to compose music so that I can flesh out a score. I don't really have much musical experience, but I want to like give it a go and see how I feel, mainly because I've noticed with a lot of films, TV shows and games, particularly The Amazing Digital Circus and, you know, Undertale and Deltarune, like those those pieces of media have amazing soundtracks, and they're made by the people who have created said pieces of media. So I feel like because it's their vision, they're able to capture their vision through the music perfectly. And they have like the skill and knowledge to do that as well. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do with the show's soundtrack. It might work, it might not work. I can always find a composer as a plan B if it doesn't work out, but you know what? There's no harm in fucking trying, and I want to give it a go. But that's not the only thing I'm going to be trying. So one thing that I want to do, sort of experiment with, is the show's animation style. So the original film of the pilot was done in a traditional frame-by-frame animation style, but I feel like due to how cost-effective and how time-consuming that would be, I've decided that I want to try give rigged animation a go. I think like, not like sort of Rick and Morty, BoJack Horseman kind of rigged animation, but something more like the Mickey Mouse shorts, Loud House, and even in some indie projects like Ellis Mark's Catching Up, I kind of want to go for that sort of bouncy, squash and stretch rigged animation style. And I want to give it a go with the animation software Moho. I don't own it yet, I haven't started the trial yet, but I keep on seeing videos online and I want to give it a go because making rigs and animated rigs just seems like an absolute thesis to do on Toon Booms, and Toon Boom you need to pay for a license. So, but with Moho, from what I've seen, not only is rigging and animating more streamlined on there compared to Toon Boom, but it's also just one reasonably set price you pay, and that's it. So that's another reason why I want to go with Moho, because it just seems like a more cost-effective way of doing it. At some point I'll also be starting a Patreon if this documentary series gets enough attention, gets enough views, then I will then I will set up a Patreon to give exclusive perks to people who want to donate some money towards making the project, because even though I'm doing my best to make it as cost effective as possible, stuff like that isn't cheap, and I want to like be able to do this kind of work more. So if anyone would like to donate any money when I set up the Patreon, see how I can do this full time. So if you want to do that, that would be greatly appreciated. But if not, if you just want to watch the content, then that also helps too. So I appreciate it either way. Thank you. No pressure, but thank you. As for the plot of the new pilot, I'm still kind of in the brainstorming stages for that, but was trying to do it script driven, but I've decided to because that's what the original version of the pilot was. It was a script that was translated into storyboards, but I think this time instead I'm gonna have it storyboard driven, because that was how the original Maria short film was made, and it felt like I was able to get my ideas better down through that method. So I feel like this time it's going to be storyboard driven. Obviously there'll be a script for voice actors and all that, but the main thing will be storyboard driven. So that means there'll be a heavier focus on visuals, on action, and like a lot more. It'll allow to make the pilot look as gorgeous and beautiful as possible. Another reason why it's been taking a while to make this pilot is the pressure of making it as good as you possibly can, but you know, not everything as you make is going to be a masterpiece. I'm like trying to learn to step away from that perfectionist mindset, so I'm just going with a let's just fucking make it attitude, and if it's not perfect, so what? There's always room for improvement. We just keep on going from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the future. Obviously I will also want to make some Psychic Maria merch as well. Haven't figured out who to get in contact with for stuff like that yet, or how to design them, but that is also something I want to do in the future, because not gonna lie, I would love a Cactopus merch at some point that is reversible, like one of those like squishy octopus toy thingies. Like I would also like some t-shirts and basically anything that I can that is possible for me to get made and sold. I also want to make an art book of all the artwork I've done for the series and the original short film at some point. Another thing as well, so as I mentioned how the Maria short film was made in 2021, that means that on May 18th this year it will be the short film's 5th anniversary, and I want to do something to celebrate. As for what that thing will be, I'm not sure. I was thinking of maybe doing a remix of the short film score, some artwork, where I redraw the characters in the new art style, but I will do that closer to the time. But I will do something to celebrate Maria's 5th anniversary on the 18th of May 2026. So get that booked. I don't fucking know. No, like in all seriousness, like I don't know how long this project is going to be, and I just feel like the worst thing I could do with this kind of project is announce a release date early, because otherwise I'm just going to disappoint all the people that have been following this project, and so I will announce a release date for this project once I feel like it's ready to be released. I don't know when that'll be. Could be this year, could be next year, could be in 2030, who knows? But I will, in short, the pilot will be ready when it's ready. But I will document, as I said earlier, I will document this series. I will document the production of the pilot as we go along, just to keep you guys informed and to hopefully keep you guys entertained and intrigued with the whole process. Let you see how much work goes into animation, and yeah, we'll just see how we get on from there. So in conclusion, the Psychic Maria pilot is happening. I am done procrastinating. I am done living in a rut. I'm just gonna fucking make the pilot. And welcome to the documentary series of making the pilot. As for the name of the documentary series, I think it just needs to be something short and sweet. So how about we go with, let's make a pilot.
Let's make a pilot.
Anyway, in the meantime though, here's some character designs I've done for Maria, Crystal, and Alice. And let me see if I've got any more artwork to show. I've got a sort of gallery of different outfits for Maria to wear. So you've got her hoodie, her dress under the hoodie, her school uniform, pajamas, skater gear, her meltdown, sensory overload look. But yeah. And I also made this cool piece like early last year of Maria skating on some rails while spray painting with a sort of Frutiger Aero kind of look to it. But that was just something I just did for fun. That's what I've been also trying to do a lot lately, is to do a bit more art for fun. Like, I don't know, just drawing my cats on surfboards here. Go sugar or go bugger. Look at just sugar just vibing and spices just screaming in the background. Again, Fruit Guerrero vibes. And I've also done a whole bunch of artwork on this sketchbook here, because I've been like experimenting with doing physical art again. Like here's this one of a collage of various characters from the show, pulling goofy ass facial expressions. Got this one of Crystal throwing a phone going motherfucker because of that one scene in Suits where Harvey throws his drink very wimpily. I also did this piece that got quite a lot of likes on Instagram, that I did after a therapy session. Don't ask. I also did this sort of music style that's a parody of Lewis Capaldi called James McLiddle. Got a drawing of Alice holding a gun. Gun. Did a little drawing of Sam with a slightly updated look. Like when I mean updated, I mean I just gave her sharper eyes. to make her stand out from Maria a bit more. And I also wrote a whole ass list of different traits for each of the main characters. So you've got Maria, you've got Crystal here, you've got Maria here, and you've got Alice here. This drawing of the three main girls chilling on the grass, which I never finished. Oh, and there's also these cactuses who live in a crystal shop trying to hide from humans called Sugar, Spice, and Salt. Love these guys. And here's one of my favorite pieces of Maria, of her holding her signature weapon, a croquette mallet. Probably mispronounced that, but I just like the posing in it. It's like one of my strongest character poses, and it just looks cool as fuck in general. Also did this design for the mask, the one that Maria wears, and his like true form. I thought I could make the mask a villain, this manipulative, scary kind of figure who like controls, who basically manipulates you into blending in and to being a specific person you don't want to be. As well as the lady who owns the crystal shop where the cactuses hide, who also help Maria and the girls out with their psychic powers. I haven't actually come up with a name. Maybe Nicole. Yeah, I'll go with Nicole. But yeah, like even though like this is all like very early concept art for the pilot, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys a lot of the stuff I've been working on, because even though I've not really made any work towards the pilot, I've been like drafting ideas in my head on paper still. So yeah, just keeping on my toes, but it's just, yeah, I just couldn't really figure out a direct vision for the pilot. But you know what? No more screwing around. The pilot's going to be made, and I am so excited to share all my work with you guys, and I hope that it strikes a chord with you all the same way that the original short film did. So then, I will see you in the next video, and Happy New Year, everyone. Take care. Here's to a new year, and here's to the Psychic Maria pilot, and let's hope it's a good one. Right. Now if you excuse me, I best get back to work. Ciao. 2026 is the year of Maria, baby. Four, three, two, one. 4, 3, 2, 1.